guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a little bit different from the videos that I would normally post on my channel. I decided I wanted to start a new series for all of the people who reach out to me via comments, email, and it's just been for years, actually, since I started my YouTube channel. And I know I've taken a break, but I'm back now, so I'm excited to be back. But now that I'm back, I feel like I want to kind of shift directions with my YouTube channel. So I want to make it to where it's more of a teaching style of a fun fashion design community versus just me showing you different things that I'm making. So I'm launching this series on my channel that is going to be the Teach Yourself Fashion series. But for this new series that I'm starting, that is literally going to be like you are in fashion school, but you're not. It's going to be a Teach Yourself Fashion school or whatever. But I'm going to label that playlist the Teach Yourself Fashion Academy, because I get asked a lot of questions, and I know a lot of people really want to learn fashion, but they don't really have the resources and the funds, and they don't know where to start. So that's what inspired me to launch this series. Like I said, leave your comments in the comment section below, because I really want to get your feedback on it. But without any further ado, I hope you guys enjoy this lesson 1 of Teach Yourself Fashion. Yeah, so let's get started. All right, so yay, we are getting into our first lesson of the Teach Yourself Fashion Academy. I'm super excited. Now, before you begin your journey, the biggest tip that I want to give you is to start this journey knowing that you will never, ever be able to please everybody. So never put yourself in a box. Embrace every part of you and be beautifully you. And let your aesthetic reflect who you are. So as you are someone who is having the desire to learn fashion design and teach yourself fashion, before you start the journey of learning and developing and launching and all that stuff, get a solid foundation of pretty much just building upon who you are. So that's what I want to say before we go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get into the lesson. Let your creativity lead your learning. That was my go-to motto when it came to me teaching myself fashion. I wanted to make sure that as I learned this new craft, that I was learning it in a way that inspired me. So I never felt the temptation to try to copy someone else or feel like I'm not enough because someone else is doing something else. I literally kept the focus on myself. And by doing that, I let my very own creativity lead my learning. I didn't let what someone else was doing lead my learning. I didn't let what, it's just like I literally just would get a desire or unctioning or, I like that. I wonder how can I make that? Or literally, I let my creativity lead my learning. And that's a very, very big, important thing to make sure to remember when starting your journey. Have you ever had the desire to learn how to bring your vision or concept of wearable art to life? You know, the wearable art the world calls fashion. When you see a piece of clothing, you don't see the use of it. You see the art in it. Your vision just might be needed to inspire others. Finding your aesthetic is a part of this journey. You are your aesthetic. Your aesthetic will be your voice to the world. Who do you want to hear your message? Think about the very first time the desire came to you to want to learn more about fashion and study fashion design. Now, I want you to remember that feeling. Remember that passion. Remember that moment. That moment will be the moment you continue to go back to when this journey of teaching yourself fashion gets tough. You don't have to have thousands of dollars to learn a craft that can not only become a financially stable career for you, but can also become a creative joy for you. Imagine using your creativity as a voice, watching others receive the message by wearing your fashions. Understanding why is very important before beginning this self-taught journey, because your why will keep you from giving up. Your why will help you overcome the fear of failure. Your why will keep you focused on your journey and not compare yourself to those who may be getting a formal education. Your why reminds you that your voice is just as powerful no matter the path that you take. Let your vision of wearable art be your voice. Your fashion is your message. Your message deserves to be heard and seen. Attract those who are meant to receive. Stay focused on the message and who the message is for. That is allowing your creativity to lead your learning. Letting your individual creativity lead your learning will direct you right into your true designer aesthetic. Your aesthetic is your voice. Your voice is your message. You will naturally thrive in your aesthetic and create a successful career doing what you truly love to do. Ask yourself these few questions to help you discover the root of your creativity to begin your learning path. So, that is your homework. That will be your homework, to answer those questions before you get started. Fashion designers are artists. A fashion designer is simply an artist who is a visionary behind what people wear. From clothing to undergarments, accessories, jewelry, and shoes, designers are artists of the human form. A designer is far more visionary than someone who just makes clothing. A great fashion designer studies the human form, studies the human psychology of their muse, finds the needs, creates a need, and recognizes their influence. As a self-taught designer, you have the freedom to navigate this journey being led by your creativity and not man-made standards or another visionary's status quo. As you grow in your learning, you have the freedom to grow in your creativity. You have the freedom to grow in who you naturally are as a designer. Becoming a fashion designer is not just about learning to illustrate, sew, draft patterns, or create a collection. It is about finding who you are as a designer. Your vision is for who it is meant to influence. Your vision is not for everyone, so do not operate your creativity as a one-size-fits-all. As a fashion designer, your fashion is an extension of who you are. So ask yourself, how do I want to present myself to the world? When someone sees me, what do I want them to see? How do I want them to feel? In what way do I want to influence? These questions are important questions that I want you to answer as you navigate your self-taught journey. Don't just learn the fundamentals of fashion design. The fundamentals do not create great designers. Many may go to school to learn the fundamentals, but don't really thrive as a designer because they depended heavily on the fundamentals and lost sight of growing as an artist. What makes a great designer is what you uniquely bring to the industry as a creative. Your creativity defines you as an artist. Fashion design is an art. Fashion design is the art of creating clothing and accessories. It involves the conceptualization of ideas, the selection of materials, the creation of patterns, and the construction of garments. Fashion designers use their creativity and technical skills to craft new styles and designs that are both aesthetically pleasing and functional. The goal of fashion design is to produce clothing and accessories that meet the needs and desires of consumers while also reflecting current trends and cultural influences. It is a dynamic and constantly evolving field with new designs and styles being introduced each season. Fashion designers are the artists. When you hear the words art or artist, most people only envision paintings and painters, but art is so much broader than that. Fashion design is in form of art, and art is the expression of a creative mind that can translate into words, paintings, sculptures, and clothing. Just like many other artistic crafts, there is a process to establishing the finished product. Fashion design includes the vision, the construction, and the promotion. The vision is the design. The design is where the creativity thrives. The design is the message. The design is the most important aspect of the process because the design is the microphone for your voice. The design tells the story. The design sets the tone and foundation for all other operations of the process. There are many steps that you must take in the visionary process of design to ensure the execution of the message is on point. The construction brings the vision to life. The steps to constructing a garment take skills beyond creativity. Learning how to construct a garment is highly important. Drafting patterns, sewing seams, and hand stitching appliques. Even if doing the lead work is not your strength, learning and understanding the process and techniques will help you navigate and communicate with your team. You have the option to outsource help, but it is still highly important for you to understand the basics in terminology in clothing construction. This knowledge also aids in your design process because you will know what design detail may not work due to the construction alone and how to navigate the creative changes to execute the vision. The promotion is the presentation. How do you want to present your vision to the world? There is so much that goes into the promotion process that will take you outside of your comfort zone as a creative because it has a lot to do with the behind the scenes work. The business side of the creative business for a creative can be the hardest and least fun part of the job. Once again, you can outsource help in this area, but it is still important for you to understand the foundation of the process and how to navigate so you are able to properly communicate your visual needs to your team. Branding, marketing, and promoting provides a platform for your vision. Remember, as a designer, it is all about the vision. As an artist, you may not have all the resources you need to build a team from the beginning. Teaching yourself fashion can be a very lonely journey in the beginning. Do not let having little resources and help prevent you from starting your journey. You can still execute each role and get the job done. You just got to learn. Success isn't about the end result. It's about what you learn along the way. Miss Vera Wayne. So y'all just gonna have to deal. Yes, y'all is. Yeah.